What's up, YouTube? And welcome to this sort of review slash comparison of the Guan Tiger 131 versus the Cobi Tiger 131. So if you guys follow my channel, I've been reviewing all this Lego, Lego knockoffs, alt brands, whatever, military Lego. I love building these tanks. I reviewed Chinese ones. I reviewed Cobi. And I got a very interesting comparison here today because both these brands make the Tiger 131. So the Guan is just basically, literally, a Chinese ripoff of the Cobi Tiger 131. In color, in style, including the signature Cobi tank tracks that have been so successful, as you can see them on the Guan model. But these sets, both these sets, do have some significant differences. And that's what I want to go over in this video today. First off, I'll just quick note on Minifigs. Okay, the Cobi 131, Tiger 131 model, you get with these guys, and they are the Tank Museum people. I'll try to give you guys a good shot there. The Tank Museum. Yeah, no weapons. Instead, you get like a little toolbox. I got the box right here, and it has a bunch of tools in it. Not super exciting if you're playing a battle. However, the tank itself is extremely high quality. It is very, very good. It's an excellent, excellent model. The Quan stuff, you get Lego-like figures. As you can see, this guy here is a Lego figure. And again, it's the quality overall. I've reviewed this one. Actually, one of my first reviews was this Tiger 131. And it's like a really great set. It's a really great toy. But it is the knockoff of Cobi. And I'm kind of on the fence. Let's just kind of go over some of the differences, okay? So right off the bat, there's the Cobi model. Okay, I'm gonna just do a size comparison. Okay, so the Quan Tiger 131 is much larger than the Cobi Tiger 131. I'm not exactly sure why that is. It doesn't have to be bigger. You know, the size of the turret on both vehicles looks very similar. Just not sure what went on. I forget what went on with the build that the Tiger 131 was actually higher. But that is one noticeable difference. So it might be a bit of an issue with scale too, because the Guan Tiger 131 is actually so large. I'm just going to bring up my Cobi Tiger 2, the King Tiger. Throw this guy in the mix. And you can see, like, it is, like, it's like literally the size of the Cobi Tiger 2, the King Tiger, which, as we know, was even larger than the original Tiger 1. Okay? So, that's a bit of a difference there with the Guan. It is larger than the Cobi one. I kind of like the Cobi one though, guys. It's smaller, but it's like, it seems to be more lower profile, more kind of like realistic to how a real tiger was versus the Guan. Now, I asked my wife the same question, and her preference was for the Guan, so who knows. The second big difference, guys, is the barrel. The Cobi barrel is all the same color, and the Guan, as you can see, has a different color muzzle brake at the end here, and it's actually a little bit longer and thinner in this section here compared to the barrel on the Cobi one. Okay, section there is shorter, the section's longer. Other than that, the hatches are similar. Where they are located, it's all very, very similar. The printing on the pieces are very similar. One of the things I like about the Cobi one is this side skirt here, this little side piece here. It's actually very secure. It kind of looks like the real tiger. Guan, not sure why they did this. but theirs is like a lot flimsier, and it can even kind of come off. I just don't find it great. In fact, the thing's broken on me several times. And that kind of brings us into the next major differences. You have a Lego-like aerial, and you can't fully traverse this the turret without smoking into it, smashing into it. Whereas on the Cobi has their little, almost like a little rubbery, plasticky, thin plastic one, and you can easily, well, maybe not so easily there, but maybe kind of come the other way. You can easily traverse this thing. There we go. Okay, so that's important. Next, machine guns. They both got similar type molded machine guns that I really liked. There's a little bit of extra printing on the Cobi Tiger 131 at the back, whereas Guan does not have that. It's missing. The track system is identical, guys, so I'm not going to get into that. You guys know I love this track system on both vehicles. It is superb. Yeah, so what are some other major differences? Okay, first of all, this Guan comes with 1,018 pieces. The Cobi, I believe it was around 505 pieces. So this has half the pieces of this. Okay, now before you go getting all excited that, oh wow, Guan, right on, I get like 500 more pieces, you need to consider this. If you look at this at the top of the turret, you can see all these individual pieces, whereas on the Cobi, same type of pieces, but they use half the number of pieces versus the Guan. Okay, now that's important because I find with the little Chinese, the knockoffs and stuff like that, well, overall their quality is very good. The Cobi ones are a lot stronger and sturdier. Pieces on the Cobi don't tend to fall off a whole lot. Whereas the Guan, you're always getting these dinky little pieces falling off. I just want to kind of throw that out there. Now, if you're buying the Guan for the model on your desk or on a shelf or something like that, that's not going to bother you. You're not going to care. But I even find how these things look matters. I don't like to see a whole bunch of little tiny pieces all over the place. The Tiger 131 is one of the better Guan sets. You don't get a whole lot of that. However, on the Panzer IV, there's like tons of little dinky little pieces. I like looking at Lego tanks that are built like fairly solid, and it's nice that the Cobi has a lot of custom pieces that are wider. Not so much on the Tiger 131 model, but like on some of their other ones, some of their other big tanks and stuff like that. They have much larger pieces. It just means that your tank's not going to constantly fall apart, people. Especially if you're a kid and you want to play with this stuff, or you're thinking about buying a gift for a kid. I definitely kind of err on the side of caution and go with the Cobi version for that reason. The next thing that I want to say is that where was it going with that? Oh, price point. Sorry, guys. Just kind of lost my train of thought for a second. Price point. Okay, so the Cobi model, I paid approximately, I think it was around $40 US, if that, maybe under $40 US. Okay, now the Guan is slightly cheaper, but I'm really been struggling lately with these Chinese brands, trying to determine like what's really the true value. With Cobi, you get a known quantity. It's built and manufactured in the EU. It's high standards for safety and the quality of the plastic and stuff like that in order to sell into the EU. Okay, so we know that this model here meets all those standards. Now, the Chinese alt brand there, the Guan, the copy, it does say that it's made with safe, non-toxic bricks and whatnot. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if these are tested in the EU or Canada or the United States to see if it meets the standards of of our countries. So I'm not sure about that. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I haven't done a lead test and haven't checked these things for all these chemicals, but I'm just saying, throwing that out there. That's a concern. I know that was a concern of my wife, especially with our kids playing with these things. Chances are they're probably okay. But I'm still stuck on the price point. The price of the Guan is approximately 30 to 35 US dollars. And yes, the Cobi model is slightly more. But then again, it's, in my opinion, it's a more solidly built tank. And I got a lot of these Chinese tanks, and a lot of dinky little pieces keep falling off and stuff like that. Whether you're playing with them or moving them or even picking them up and stuff like that. Cobi is not so bad. I mean, it's much better that from that perspective. I like the bigger pieces. It just holds up so much better. So, and the price, if the Guan Tiger 131 was $20 and this was 40 or 50, I would say, well, hey, like the value is definitely in the Chinese knockoff. However, the Chinese knockoffs, I don't know if maybe their quality is just so great now that they feel like they can charge almost the exact price that a Cobi model would cost and what you'd pay for a Cobi model. But I mean, honestly, to save $5 or $10, you got to ask yourself, is it really worth it? I mean, in the scheme of things, that's not that big of a savings. So, message to the Chinese brick makers, it's fine. You guys want to try to like copy a Cobi or even the Lego and stuff like that. Well, then my suggestion would be your prices should be for sure half price to really make that value stand out. Otherwise, what's the real incentive to save $5 and go with you guys versus getting a known quantity with Cobi? You know what you're getting with Cobi. It's not always the case that you know what you're getting with the Chinese knockoffs, right, guys? So, anyways, that's just kind of my take. I'll throw up links in the description for both of these tanks. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out www.sharkmunch.com for more great reviews. I hope you enjoyed this sort of comparative review of the two tanks. I got a few other Cobi and Guan models. I might kind of throw up some of these videos just to kind of give you guys a sense and comparison of the quality of both. It's just really interesting. It's good to see what you're getting with both. That's all, guys.